Hello everybody, this is Suraj Kumar Soren. In this video, I'm going to show you how to establish the connection of PHP with SQL Server. So let's start it. At first, you need to know the version of your PHP which you are using. So for that, to know the version, we have to start the XAMPP, Apache, or whatever the local server you are using, XAMPP or WAMP. Okay, after that, just go to the browser. Here we need to define it. So now just click on the PHP info. Here you can see currently I'm using PHP version 7.2.4. okay, so now I need to download the driver for PHP and SQL Server to establish the connection. So for that, just go to this link. I give you this link in description. Okay, so from here you need to download that file which is similar to your PHP version. Okay, so currently I'm using PHP version 7.2.4, so I need to download this one. So once I download this one, okay, so after that you need to extract it. Then just see the architecture of your PHP version. Currently the architecture is this, so we need to open this one. Okay, so from here you need to copy two files, that is ts.dll, pdosqlserver.72. basically 72 is the version of my PHP. Okay, so now just copy these two files, and after that just paste it on the XAMPP folder. Just go to the C drive, XAMPP, and after that PHP, and then there is a folder ext. Here you need to paste it. After that, what you have to do, just go to the config of Apache. There you will find an option php dot ini. You need to click this, and then here we need to do some configuration. Just type extension. So here what we have to do, we have to put the name of that files whatever we have copied to the ext folder. Okay, so let me define the extension. Then I need to copy the name of this file. Okay, the next. So here it is a little bit different than in the lower version of PHP. Currently I'm using 7.2.4 version. So here there is no need to define .dll in the extension, but if you are using the lower version of PHP, you have to define it .dll extension. Okay, like you can see there is a description written over here that there is no need to define .dll. Fine. After completion of this, just close this one, and then we need to write the code for the connection. Okay, so just go to the XAMPP htdocs. Let's create a new folder. Let's make connection. Okay, connection. Let me create a new file. htdocs, there is a folder connection. Name it as connection.php. okay, as I have already write the code of connection, let me copy this for saving the time. Then what next we have to do, we have to just find our server name of the SQL server and database whatever we want to use. Okay, so for that we need to open the SQL server. At first it will take little bit time to open. Okay, so here, from here you can get your server name. All right, my server name is lazy machine, so we need to copy this one and paste it over here. Sorry. So we need to copy the name of the server name and just paste it over here. Okay, now just get some database name. Okay, so I need to click on database. Okay, so here we got the name of the database. Suppose I wanted to take online exam. Okay, so here I need to define it, online exam, fine, and then just go to the browser here and just run the project. Localhost 8080, the name of the folder is connection, and we have the file name connection.php. Okay, so here you will get the SQL Server Connect. Why it was showing so? Because we haven't refreshed the XAMPP server. So once you complete the modification in the config or php.ini, you need to stop the connection, you need to stop the Apache, and after that start it. Okay, so let's do that first and then just run it, refresh it. So here we'll get the different error, connection could not be established, and here it shows an error of, it shows that this extension requires the Microsoft ODBC driver for SQL Server. Okay, so we need to install the ODBC driver for SQL Server. So for that we need to go to the site, this one again, this one I put it on the description. Okay, so from here you need to download. Okay, after completion of download you need to install that driver. So I think I've downloaded it. So here, yeah, I have successfully downloaded this one. So you just need to install this one. Let's install it quickly. Accept the terms. After completion of installing this driver, your connection could be completed or your connection will be established. Okay, so as we have successfully installed this one, we need to refresh this one. So as you can see, the connection has been established with the SQL Server. That's it. Thanks for watching this video.